The former US ambassador to the United Nations, John Bolton, has warned Israel it has only 3 days left to attack Iran's Bushehr power plant. That's because Russia plans to start loading nuclear fuel into the reactor this coming weekend. Well, Bolton has always supported the use of force against Tehran and said if the plant does become fully operational, Israel will no longer be able to act. Well, let's get the opinion of Dr. Alon Ben-Meir. He's a professor of international relations at the Center for Global Studies in New York. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. So, Bolton says 3 days to attack. What do you make of this? Why is he encouraging Israel in this way, do you think?
Well, I don't think Ambassador Bolton is correct in this regard. Israel has known for some time now that the reactor at Bushehr is going to be operational, but also the Russian also wanted to make sure that as they insert the nuclear fuel there, the new rods, that is, the Iranians have been obligated, obliged themselves to return the spent fuel back to Russia, which is suitable to produce nuclear weapons. So there's an agreement to that effect, which the United States apparently is satisfied with that arrangement with the Iranian, between the Iranian and the Russian.
But nevertheless, there is international concern about Iran's nuclear ambitions. He's got a point here, hasn't he? Sanctions have not worked. Therefore, a military attack is probably the only option. And indeed, the US recently said a military attack could be in the planning stages. I mean, do you think there could be a chance?
Well, there's always a chance, but we have to look at the circumstances that prevails today. There are four reasons why I don't think anything is going to happen in the next 3 or 4 days or next month, for that matter. First of all, Iran did not reach the breakout capacity that for Israel, that will be the sign that time has come to do something about it. Two, the sanctions currently are really working, specifically in the area of technology, fuel, energy, etc., and certainly banking. And the Iranians are hurting very, very much. Three, they have already agreed to sit down again next month after Ramadan to negotiate with the 5+1, again to restart the negotiation to see if they reach an agreement. Four, the United States is about to commence to resume the negotiation between Israel and the Palestinians, and Israel is not going to take such an action at this particular point. And five, Israel and the United States have been coordinating their activities vis-à-vis Iran. I do not believe that Israel today is going to take unilateral actions without the direct involvement, a blessing of the United States. Because no matter who does it, whether Israel attack or the United States attack, both countries will be implicated, and I don't see that happening anytime soon.
All right, well, let's talk about Russia's position here, because although you said there has been a written agreement that the spent fuel rods from Bushehr will be sent back to Russia to ensure they cannot be used for nuclear weapons, so that's a great way of, in effect, monitoring Iran's nuclear program there. But nevertheless, is there still is there still, though, a suspicion of Russia's involvement with Iran on this matter from an international point of view, and perhaps could derail relations between Russia and the US and other countries?
Well, let me be very clear. I did not say, and I would not say, that military action either by Israel or the United States or both has been removed from the table. That has never happened, and it is still very much on the table, so to speak. The question is of timing, and the question is whether or not Iran will eventually come to its senses and decide to negotiate a solution to the problem. That is really the issue today.
But clearly Iran is,
but the thing is, or the United States have reached this.
But isn't there a naivety here? Because clearly Iran is taking a very obstinate position here. And people like yourself keep saying, yes, we'll give them time to talk, let's have more negotiations. But the longer you leave it, and as Bolton has said, in effect, you're running out of time. You have run out of time already within 3 days.
Well, I don't believe so. This is, this Bushehr is only one plant, and it is under intense supervision by the Russians themselves. Russia is not interested to see any attack taking place against Iran at this point or even in the future. They have very heavy investment in Iran in the tens of billions of dollars. So do the Chinese. What I am basically saying, Israel has never ruled out the possibility of attacking Iran. I'm also saying that from the Israeli perspective, based on what I know from the Israeli intelligence community, as well as the defense Iran has not reached that point where it constitutes a serious existential threat to the state of Israel, and hence the Israelis will be waiting and working with the United States to come up with a solution. That's what we're saying. The time is not for Israel now to attack Iran, but that doesn't mean that it cannot happen in 6 months or 8 months down the line.
Very interesting to hear what you have to say. Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Alon Ben-Meir, Professor of International Relations at the Center for Global Studies in New York, joining us live here on RT. Thank you.